The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and our home team. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready, 390. 954.
First down, Rivers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
To throw again on second down. Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
Hey, Delta.
Third and long for Rivers. Going up top. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. Odell Beckham Jr., the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown. 69 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Rivers on 3rd and 2. Open man is Gordon, complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Going deep here for Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Mayfield on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
180. Hey, 180. Hey, Delta.
On second and 11 now. Rivers able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
390. 390. Let's go one more.
From the gun, Rivers. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup. These two teams all tied after one. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A run for Nick Chubb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Mayfield finding Beckham and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Recon, 152 fighting.
On 2nd and a couple. Mayfield. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a gift to Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line.
Load it. Left.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Check. Alpha.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Check, 380.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Rivers to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And with that, folks, I want to remind you to join the NFL Salute to Service. This season, the NFL and its players are honoring those who proudly serve our country, and fans are encouraged to join NFL players in writing letters to service members and their families. To learn how you can send your letter today, visit NFL.com/salute. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there at a 1st down for L.A.
Hey, box truck.
Rivers on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, easy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers, flush to his right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Again, it's Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Allen, the intended receiver.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Following the interception, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here's Mayfield running the option right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Run. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Begin. Hey, on 133. X3. 218. Chop. Defense. You go tight. You got tight right there. I got it.
From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Sets up the screen to Gordon. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Gets fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. It's caught by OBJ. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10.
I'm going to go load it. Load it. Hey, Delta. Hey, Haywood. Hey, hot.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
He wasn't ready. 190. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, Dino. Keep it skinny. Out.
Rivers now from the 50. Flushed out right. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time. From the red zone now, Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mayfield running left on the option. And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. That sort of goes without saying. That's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turned it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself? Are you pitching it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown.
That good for 22 and a first down. They go back to Gordon here on first down. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That second down play nets a -4. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. They run. Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. They go with Chubb on second down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught. Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Chubb with a 1st down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now Chubb running right. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Here's Rivers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Rivers. Got his man. It's Williams. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Mayfield running left on the option. He finds an opening past the 40. Odell Beckham Jr. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.